Meanwhile, in Los Angeles,
Three-pointer. Bang! Marcus Smart from downtown. And that makes it an 11-point game.
And the gamble by Prince put him in a bad defensive position. Had to pull back, give Smart room on low clock.
Largest lead of the night for the Grizzlies with 2.5 to play. Reddish inside, block, gets it back. James has it with 9 to shoot. James in the corner, fakes, fires, side of the backboard, gets his own rebound. Pass inside. Reddish trying to save it, and a 24-second violation.
And that was a ugly possession right there.
what's good, people? What's good? It's your boy Kelvin with Behind the Bench. Coming at you live from the doldrums of Los Angeles. Nah, I'm just playing, man. What's good, man? Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all checking us out. Shout out to JB, Rashad, Kobe Bryant Film Room. Y'all sub up to his page, and Big Dog Talk Sports. Y'all sub up. Well, real quick, man. Lakers, they lose again. They lose to the Memphis Grizzlies. 127-113. I think the most important thing that I came away with this game is impactful scoring. A lot of y'all fans, the younger fans, they do a lot of stat sheet reading and Googling stats and stuff like that. And you think, you know, when you see somebody score so many points, so many assists, or whatever, you think they had a good game or whatever. But a lot of times the stat sheet don't tell a story about when, how, where, the context of how a person scored or what they did. And tonight was like a perfect example of that. Excuse me. I'm speaking of really like LeBron James. Starting out the game, you know, LeBron, he started out, you know, really well. He started out hot. You know, I think he hit his first 4 threes, and the Lakers were up by like 8, 10 points, and he was jumping around and happy and feeling good, and the team was winning, and, you know, as y'all would say, front running. JB, he called it front running. You know, he was kind of front running. Well, he was front running. And, you know, everything was going well. AD was doing what he was doing. But the Grizzlies, you know, they were kind of calm and poised and well coached. And I like what I seen from the Memphis Grizzlies tonight. I really like their demeanor, the calmness. I like the toughness. You know, I haven't watched a lot of Memphis games because Ja Morant, you know, he been out, been suspended and whatever. This really like my first or second time really sitting down watching the full game, and I was very, very impressed. So, you know, when the Lakers got out to this big lead, well, not, I ain't gonna say big, but they had a 10-point lead, 10-point lead early. First quarter, LeBron was hot, AD was rolling. They didn't panic. You know, they held their poise and they just ran their offense. I thought Marcus Smart had a very, very good game. And Marcus Smart, he hit, what did he hit today? 8 threes? Yeah, he hit 8 threes. But I thought in the first half, Marcus Smart, this is what I talk about with impactful scoring, impactful shot making. His shot making in the first half kept Memphis in the game. The threes he hit in the first and second quarter were very, very important and impactful. It didn't let the Lakers run off with the game. It kept Memphis in the game. Every time the Lakers would get the lead, 8, 10, I think they got it up as high as 13 at one point. Marcus Smart would make a big play, a big three. Desmond Bain would hit a three. And what it did, it kept them in the game. You know, I heard the original Isaiah Thomas from Detroit, which, you know, I'm not a fan of, but he said something very, very, you know, important. He talked about scoring and the impactful scoring where a superstar or a star player, where they really need, the team really needs them is when another team goes on a run or they go out to a lead and your star player, your superstar player, you need them to score to keep your team in the game. And what Isaiah Thomas said was very, very true. And while Marcus Smart is not technically a star per se, I thought his shot making tonight was very, very impactful. I thought his playmaking was impactful. His assists that he made were very impactful. So Desmond Bain, very, very impressed by what I've seen by Desmond Bain. We laugh at Doc Rivers, and rightfully so, when he be sucking off on LeBron and LeBron this and that. But during the broadcast tonight, I thought he said some things that were very, very important that people need to listen to from a coach's standpoint and just from a basketball standpoint. He talked about Desmond Bain improving when John Morant went out. And when John Morant went out on suspension, Desmond Bain, been playing point guard. And what he has improved on is his playmaking and, facilitating and getting the other teammates involved. And that showed tonight. I believe he had 13 assists tonight. Early on, his shot wasn't falling per se, but his playmaking and passing and moving the ball was very, very impactful. If you watch the game, which I'm not sure if you guys watch it now, if you didn't, go back and watch it. When they did drive and kick, they would kick it out to Desmond Bain. He would move the ball quickly. The ball moves faster than the defense. So he's moving the ball very quickly to the open shooter. He get Jaren Jackson, open shots and stuff like that. Yeah, man, very, very impressive by Desmond Bain, his playmaking. And Doc Rivers pointed that out. That was very, very insightful that people need to pay attention to. He does say some insightful things here and there, along with the meat riding of LeBron. But, very impressive game by Desmond Bain as far as his playmaking and passing. And he made some big threes, too, that kept them in the game. Jaren Jackson Jr., excellent game by him. Very, very good game by him. Excellent. Inside and out. He also, in that third quarter, made some key threes. The shot making by Memphis tonight was very, very impressive. Let me see how many threes they hit. Yeah, they shot 51%. And see, the Lakers, with the bad defense, bad rotation, leaving shooters open and stuff like that, Memphis made them pay. I thought in key moments, Jaren Jackson Jr. made some very, very big threes to keep them in the game. And let's see, what else? Bismack Biyombo came off the bench. He gave him 17 points, 10 boards. Ja Morant. I'm sorry, let's see. No, Biyombo gave him 6 points. 10 rebounds. That's my mistake. Ja Morant played a really good game. He had 21 points, 7 boards, 7 assists. He played really well. His playmaking and passing was on point. He threw a couple alley-oops. That was really, really nice. I just thought the ball movement and they sets coming out of timeouts by the coach, Jenkins, was excellent, man. Memphis is a tough team. And they talked about it on the broadcast where last year before the injuries and all the stuff with Ja Morant, the injuries of Steven Adams, they were tied with Denver for the best record in the West. And then they had injuries and, kind of went south. And this is what I talked about in the previous video, where when they played the Lakers in the first round last year, Steven Adams was injured. And then Ja Morant got hurt, I believe, in game 2, and he didn't play the rest of the series. Otherwise, the Lakers would have lost. They would have beat the Lakers. They're a better team than the Lakers. You can see it tonight. They're a better coach, and they're a better team as far as their players. more versatile players. And the Lakers, man, they just, Lakers just not good, man. I try to tell y'all, man, Lakers not good. So let me get back to LeBron. Everybody gonna look at his numbers and say 32 points, 5 steals, 7 assists, good game. But this is the thing when I talk about impactful points, impactful scoring. Most of that was done in the first 3 quarters when the Lakers had control of the game. They were winning and the game was just within hand, and he was kind of, I was going to say what it was, he was front running. The game was close. Well, early on, the Lakers were up by 10, 13 points. Memphis cut the lead down, but in the third quarter, it was kind of close back and forth. And then in the fourth quarter, when Memphis started taking control of the game, LeBron wasn't doing nothing. In that fourth quarter, Memphis had took like 6-point lead, I believe. LeBron drives the lane, gets fouled. He missed 2 free throws. There's another play. He get fouled. He missed the first free throw. And I believe he made the second one. And when the team needed him the most, he didn't do nothing. I believe he was 2 for 6 from the free throw line. He made 1 shot in the fourth quarter early on. And then he made 1 when the game was over. So that ain't really count. His points and his scoring and him filling up the stat sheet, it wasn't impactful. He didn't stop the run when the team needed him the most to keep the Lakers in the game in the fourth quarter. This is what me and Rashad were talking about when it comes to impactful scoring that actually elevates the team. And see, LeBron throughout his career has games just like he did last night. It looks good in the stat sheet, 32 points, 7 assists, and Doc Rivers sucking him off during the game. And yeah, man, he's looking good and athletic and all that type of stuff, But when the team needed him, when the momentum has shifted at the end of that third quarter, Ja Morant hit 2 big threes, I believe, a couple big threes. The momentum had shifted, and Memphis start pulling off, start taking the lead. And the Lakers need scoring. LeBron didn't give it to him. And this is what a superstar or a star player is supposed to do. And that's why I say his 32 points looked good, but it wasn't impactful like that. AD had a good game. He had an okay game. He had 31 points. He could have rebounded better. He had 6 rebounds. I thought Austin Reeves had a really, really good game. His facilitating, he had 12 assists, 19 points. Austin Reeves need to stop the fucking flopping, man. He come off them screens and the guy be chasing behind him, then he stop and had a guy run into his back and he jump into him for free throw. Man, he need to stop that shit, man. And the NBA need to get a hold of that, man. Like that's some BS, man. But other than that, man, Austin Reeves had a, solid game, 12 assists. But the role players again, I'm gonna keep talking about it. Max Christie, 20 minutes, 2 points. Jared Vanderbilt, 16 minutes, 0 points. Christian Wood was all right. He had 11 points. Cam Reddish, a minus 20. Like, his plus minus. Like, these dudes just not good, man. These dudes are not good. And I keep telling, Cam Reddish, 8 points. So, overall, man, Memphis was just, I thought they executed well. I like what I seen. I like the toughness. In that third quarter, that little scrum with LeBron and Jaren Jackson. See, you need to listen to what Mike Breen was saying about the coach for Memphis. This is very key. Okay. Doing that little scrum with Jaren Jackson, with LeBron elbow Jaren Jackson. Yes, I agree with Doc Rivers. It should not have been a foul on LeBron at all. Jaren Jackson did grab LeBron's arm. I'm fair about it. He grabs him, and LeBron's kind of like, dude, get up off of me. And he hit him. And I think Jaren Jackson was kind of faking or whatever. But the coach for Memphis, Jenkins, I believe his name, Taylor Jenkins, I believe, Mike Breen talked about, he said he was frustrated because he felt like the Lakers were trying to bully Memphis. They were bullying him, and he was frustrated, whatever. And see, this is happening a lot with the Lakers. You know, they start getting ran off on. Teams start going up by 8, 10 points. The league and these refs start letting the Lakers play extra physical, like it's the 90s and shit, and get away with fouls and stuff like that to keep them in the game. And I've noticed that starting back watching this Lakers team the last few weeks, they'll do that. OKC was down by a bunch of points. They start making a run, and then they let the Lakers start playing physical and grabbing Shea and stuff like that. The Timberwolves game, when the Timberwolves start getting control of the game, start going up by 5, 7 points, they start letting the Lakers play rough and physical and get away with fouls and to keep them in the game. And the NBA, man, they need to stop that bullshit, man. You know, if you want to play rough and physical and hand check, just turn the rules back to the 1992. Change the rules back to that. You know, stop letting the Lakers get away with this shit because they just not good enough. The team top to bottom is just not good. LeBron just putting up meaningless points. AD doing what he can do. You know, it wasn't really just impactful like that tonight. Austin Reeves are okay, but it's just not good enough. The team not good enough. Memphis is a better team than them. And Memphis got 11 wins, but Doc Rivers said it, you know, at the end of the game. These dudes got some really good playmakers. I'm going to see if I can find this clip real quick before I can go and see if I can play it when Doc Rivers talk about the versatility and playmaking that the Memphis has at the guards position.
And Bane and Morant out on the floor, all three are capable.
Bane just hands
right there. Wow.
This is a Grizzly team that, when fully healthy, are a championship contender. As we said 1 year ago today, January 5th in 2023, they were 25-13, tied with Denver for first in the West. Morant is back. They'll be without Adams and without Clark for the season, both with severe injuries. But this is a talented team.
And they're tough, Mike. They're just a tough team. Smart is a perfect pickup for this basketball team. He's got great toughness. He can play the point guard position. Morant can play the point guard position. Bane now can play the point guard position. You look out on the floor right now, they have 3 guys that can all handle the ball and make plays. 3 of them on the floor. Most teams may have 1 or 2 at tops. They have 3 now. Jaren Jackson is sitting on the bench right now with fouls. But when you have 3 guys that can make plays at the end of the game, it's huge in the regular season. But I'll tell you when it's really big. If they get to the playoffs, it makes them so dangerous.
Absolutely.
And see, that's very insightful by Doc Rivers. This is what I talked about on the previous video when I talked about the difference between the Celtics and the Lakers. The role players, the versatility that they had, the Boston Celtics being versatile on offense and defense. And Doc Rivers just explained that he got 3 guys, Bane, Smart, Morant, that can play the point and switch and ball handle and play make and shoot and defend. And it come playoff time, if they make the playoffs, they're going to be a tough out. And see, this is what the Lakers don't have. They got these guys that are supposed to be defensive guys like Cam Reddish and Jared Vanderbilt who can't score. They don't have the versatility, you know, as far as the role players. Like Doc Rivers just said. That was very, very insightful what he said. You know, even though he said some BS at times, that was very important and insightful. This is what other teams have that the Lakers don't have on their team. And this is the reason why the Lakers are not a good team and the other teams are better. They have versatile playmakers, versatile guys who can play offense and defense and create their own shot and can create for others and get open shot for other players. Lakers don't have that. Like Doc Rivers said, most teams may have 1 guy or 2. They got 3. And they got Jaren Jackson, who's a versatile big, who can shoot, defend, and play in the post. Dangerous, man. But anyway, man, this video been long enough. That's just a recap of the game and what I saw. I'll catch y'all next time, man, on the Lakers game. And y'all be blessed. I'm out.